Good afternoon. Today is a vlog about solitude and at least my perspective on why it's so important. I wrote some notes. I have been craving time to myself. Oh my god, is that a horse? Okay. Solitude is a wonderful way to reconnect with yourself, to tap in with your body, to feel the breeze, to be in the present moment. Sometimes to simplify your life a little more, even for just a second, for a moment of time. And I think because things have been so fast-paced, on the go, and so routine, that I needed a moment of being in my solitude. And so I went to Balboa, I went to a few museums, I walked around. Balboa Park in San Diego is like my favorite place to go.
I've never been in this perspective before. It's really awesome, honestly. As a San Diego native, I've walked through Balboa at many different times of my life, and it's really awesome to see that there's a different perspective to look at Balboa too.
I remember being in awe the first time I saw Balboa Park, and every time it reconnects me back to that. Personally, I love museums, and I just found a new love for museums by myself. I think that's one of my preferred ways of going to the museum as of right now. I had a lot of fun just being present, seeing everything as they are, people watch. Again, a moment in time where things feel simple. I used to feel like being alone was scary. Being alone has been a sanctuary before isolation and distraction, but now a time of reconnecting, tapping in, and just listening. Not only to myself, to my surroundings, to this moment, to my body. I wrote a poem. It's a rough draft, but screw it, I'm just gonna say it. In my solitude, you teach me. As days continue to go by, I am free from the shackles of my mind. On days where I bleed, on days where I don't see, in my solitude, you rejuvenate me. Connection with you is as important as with me. My solitude is important, as well as having access to a place that makes me feel safe, to feel, to express, to sit. Balboa Park is usually that place for me, or the beach, which is where I'm at right now. I feel like a lot of people I've met are afraid of their own solitude, but I am inspired by the ones that don't fear the solitude but embrace it. Take advantage of what solitude can do. And I'm not talking about isolation. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about intentional alone time, intentional solitude. Isolation is a different story. It feels like avoidance versus time spent with yourself. Like today's a date day. I'm going to things that are free, like the beach. Although the museums weren't free. But, c'est la vie. Knowledge is power. The lack of external noise I'm finding is really nice. Really nice. Just being here. In my solitude, you don't haunt me. She says you haunt me. Girl, I am not haunted by my solitude. Not right now, at least. Your body tells you something in mysterious ways, and if you just tap in and listen, you can hear what's going on. You can listen to what's going on if you allow yourself the space like that. But, again, as someone who didn't really know how that went, it's taking practice. I have an old video of myself at the beach, and it was anxiety inducing
I've never done this before, so we're gonna try this. My therapist recommended me to go to the beach by myself, to introspect, to enjoy the sounds. If I find myself getting anxious, do the 5 senses, think about what you see, what you hear, what you feel. I walked at the beach and now it's 1:16. Pretty much been here for an hour. I'm going back to the car. I would say this experience was very introspective. You know, with quarantine and staying home, you kind of get stuck in your thoughts or stuck ignoring your thoughts, which is what I do. I just on my phone too much. Being here kind of makes me feel problems are smaller. Not to say that your problems aren't valid. Coming here, the earth is so much bigger than the things that go on in my brain. It makes me feel better in a way.
Going from there to now, where I can just like freely go amongst myself and sit, it's a wonderful practice that I encourage everyone else to try and do. If you have the safety, the means to go out by yourself, tap in, get some quiet, listen to yourself, listen to your body, I would set time to do that. And having like a once a week, well, I guess if you can. I feel like for me it's gonna be like once or twice a month type of thing. I think that concludes today's video. Please give a like, subscribe, comment down below. What are things that you do in your solitude, or things that you wish you could do alone? Bye. Gratefully, Kayla.